the world of tobacco, where tradition met innovation, a daring experiment unfolded. Join us as we delve into the captivating story of Reynolds Tobacco Company's audacious gamble, a smokeless tobacco cigarette that promised a revolution, but found itself lost in a cloud of uncertainty. Get ready to uncover the highs, the lows, and the lessons learned from a failed quest for the next big thing in tobacco history. Richard Joshua Reynolds was an American businessman and founder of the R.J Reynolds Tobacco Company. The son of a tobacco farmer who worked in his father's farm and later attended Emory and Henry College. That was from 1868 to 1870, then eventually graduated from Bryant and Stratton Business College in Baltimore. After the graduation, he was awarded some shares of his father's company with the hope that he would grow it with the family business. But he had another plan, which was not acceptable by his father, but he could do nothing with it. In 1874, he sold his share of the family business and moved south to Winston, North Carolina, to start his own tobacco company. This eventually made his father understand why he pulled out of the family business. This was widely supported by other family members, as it was seen as a new way of expanding the family business. In 1913, Reynolds developed a great innovation for his business. That was the packaged cigarette technology. In the past, most tobacco users who smoked cigarettes preferred to roll their own, and there was thought to be no national market for prepackaged cigarettes. But he broke their thoughts by his new discovery. So, the innovation quickly went viral and got accepted by many across America and later beyond. Reynolds was a savvy businessman and a hard worker, and he quickly became one of the wealthiest citizens of Winston-Salem. Eventually, he was the wealthiest person in the state of North Carolina through this innovation. He focused more on improving his business and leaving a good legacy for his children and family. Unfortunately, he died in 1918 of pancreatic cancer. Ever since then, the company became a family business, innovating, and became one of the most popular brands in the world. The company was later sold to British American Tobacco for $49.4 billion. But before the company was sold to the British American Tobacco in 2004, something happened in the cause of innovation.
This is supposed to be better than a cigarette?
That was the greatest flop in the tobacco industry. In the glamorous year of 1988, when shoulder pads were power and fax machines were the communication kings, R.J Reynolds unveiled their masterpiece. They strutted around like, why set things on fire when we can just warm them up? We're like the baristas of the cigarette world. Then the hype started. This world was about to see what has never been seen before in tobacco technology. The smokeless cigarette. This was also known as Premier cigarettes. This innovation was built on the concept of using a heating element to warm the tobacco instead of burning it, with the intention of providing a potentially reduced risk smoking experience. The technology used in Premier cigarettes involved a heating process that was meant to generate a flavored vapor for inhalation. The idea was to create a cigarette that didn't involve the combustion of tobacco, which is the process that produces smoke and the harmful byproducts of traditional cigarettes. By avoiding combustion, Reynolds aimed to provide a smoking option that might be perceived as less harmful to health-conscious consumers. The amazing thing about this was that it wasn't targeted at people trying to quit smoking, but at people who had already quit smoking. R.J Reynolds wanted their old customers back, as more and more Americans who were quitting smoking. The news went around. A smokeless cigarette was about to be launched by Reynolds Tobacco Company. This would be a game changer. But the smokers were anticipating how it would look like. As the smokeless wonders hit the scene, reactions ranged from intrigued to downright puzzled. After the hype was over, it was eventually launched, but with much disappointment. The whole thing entered a negative zone. As the smokeless saga unfolded, the taste and experience left people scratching their heads and wondering if they were part of a cosmic prank. It flopped. The curtain dropped on Premier smokeless cigarettes. The futuristic vibes clashed with the old-school smoking scene, the taste danced on a spectrum from unique to strange, and the world decided that smokeless was just a tad too much, like smoke in mirrors. The company lost a lot of money in the process. As much as they advertised the product, the more it got rejected. They kept losing money. Alas, despite its innovative premise, Premier smokeless cigarettes were active for a relatively brief period. The venture encountered formidable obstacles, from technology constraints to the intricate dance between taste and consumer preference. After a year, the product went dead. According to the reports, they lost over $1 billion overall in the process, from advertising to production to acceptance to marketing, name them all. Ever since the flop, a lot of companies have developed something similar and have never gone out of business. They have modified Reynolds' innovations by producing other brand of e-cigarette, now modified with herbal properties, tea flavors, tobacco-free, and so on. Even until now, websites like Amazon still sell them in large quantities. Maybe a little bit of push or product modifications by Reynolds might have given them the necessary success that was missing initially. They got a good idea but left so early. $1 billion wasted. It is vital to note that the venture's discontinuation doesn't eclipse its significance as a pioneer in challenging the norms of tobacco consumption. As we reflect on the voyage of Premier smokeless cigarettes, it serves as a reminder that innovation, though laden with potential, must resonate with consumer tastes and navigate the intricacies of perception. A lesson for the ages, Premier's journey speaks to the relentless pursuit of evolution in the dynamic realm of business.